The world feels chaotic. From political turmoil to economic uncertainty, a sense of unease pervades. Global events seem interconnected, their consequences rippling across borders with unprecedented speed. We are living in a time of profound change, where old certainties have crumbled and the future remains uncertain. The post-Cold War era, with its brief promise of a unipolar world, has given way to a more fractured reality. Power is shifting, both among nations and within them. Technology is disrupting traditional power structures and reshaping social interactions. The challenges we face are complex and interconnected, demanding global solutions. Navigating this turbulent landscape requires understanding its root causes. Examining the political, economic, and social forces at play can help us make sense of the present and chart a course for a more stable and prosperous future. The journey will be challenging, but the stakes are too high to ignore. Political instability has become a defining feature of the 21st century. Recent years have witnessed a surge in populist movements, challenging established political orders. From the United States to Europe, Latin America to Asia, dissatisfaction with the status quo has fueled electoral surprises and political volatility. The rise of nationalism and anti-globalization sentiment has further exacerbated political divisions. Governments are grappling with internal pressures while navigating an increasingly complex geopolitical landscape. The rules-based international order, established after World War II, is facing unprecedented strain. Adding to the turmoil are numerous ongoing conflicts and the constant threat of terrorism. These crises not only cause immense human suffering but also destabilize entire regions, fueling refugee crises and exacerbating global tensions. In this climate of uncertainty, finding common ground and fostering international cooperation are more crucial than ever. The political tremors shaking the world are intertwined with deep-seated economic anxieties. The 2008 financial crisis exposed the fragility of the global economic system, leaving lasting scars on many nations. Since then, recovery has been uneven, with some countries experiencing robust growth while others struggle to regain their footing. Rising inequality within and between countries is a major concern. The gap between the rich and the poor continues to widen, fueling resentment and social unrest. Globalization, while lifting millions out of poverty, has also created winners and losers, contributing to a sense of economic insecurity among many. Trade wars and protectionist policies further complicate the economic outlook. As countries turn inward, global trade flows are disrupted, impacting businesses and consumers alike. The interconnectedness of the global economy means that economic shocks in one part of the world can quickly reverberate across borders, making cooperation and coordinated action essential. Beyond the political and economic turbulence lies a deeper social unease. Societies around the world are grappling with rising inequality, social polarization, and a loss of shared identity. The gap between the haves and the have-nots continues to widen, fueling resentment and eroding social cohesion. Social media, while connecting people globally, has also contributed to the spread of misinformation and the creation of echo chambers, further polarizing public discourse. Trust in traditional institutions, from governments to the media, has declined, creating a fertile ground for populism and extremism. Identity politics has gained prominence, with individuals increasingly defining themselves by their ethnicity, religion, or other group affiliations. While diversity can enrich societies, it can also lead to fragmentation and tension if not managed effectively. Addressing these social fissures requires promoting inclusive policies, fostering dialogue, and rebuilding trust in institutions. Section 5: A Migrant Crisis, Seeking Refuge, Finding Resistance. Conflict, persecution, and economic hardship have forced millions to flee their homes. This mass migration has strained resources and fueled political backlash. The global response has been uneven. Some countries have welcomed refugees while others have erected barriers. The lack of coordination has left millions in limbo. Addressing this requires resolving conflicts and improving living conditions. Establishing safe pathways for migration is essential. Section 6: Cultural Clash. Globalization and its discontents. Globalization, while connecting the world in unprecedented ways, has also fueled cultural anxieties. The rapid spread of ideas, values, and lifestyles across borders has challenged traditional norms and identities, leading to a backlash in some quarters. This cultural clash manifests itself in various ways, from debates over immigration and national identity to concerns about the erosion of local traditions. The rise of social media has amplified these tensions, providing a platform for both cross-cultural exchange and the spread of intolerance. Globalization has also been criticized for promoting cultural homogenization, with Western consumerism often seen as threatening the uniqueness of local cultures. Finding a balance between embracing global interconnectedness and preserving cultural diversity is crucial. This requires promoting intercultural dialogue, fostering mutual understanding, and recognizing that cultural identity is not a zero-sum game. Section 7. The Climate Conundrum, a looming threat multiplier. Climate change is a looming threat. Human activity is altering the Earth's climate, leading to extreme weather events and rising sea levels. The consequences impact food security, water resources, and human health. It drives migration as people flee climate-related disasters. Failure to address it fuels conflict, poverty, and instability. Transitioning to a low-carbon economy requires global effort. International cooperation is essential for reducing emissions and investing in renewable energy. We must adapt to the inevitable impacts of climate change. Section 8. Technological disruption, progress, and peril. Technological advancements, while offering unprecedented opportunities, also contribute to the sense of global unease. The rapid pace of innovation can be both exhilarating and unsettling as it disrupts traditional industries, transforms labor markets, and raises ethical dilemmas. The rise of automation, while promising increased efficiency and productivity, also raises concerns about job displacement and widening inequality. Artificial intelligence presents both immense potential and ethical challenges, prompting questions about its impact on decision-making, privacy, and the very nature of humanity. The internet and social media, while connecting people globally, have also facilitated the spread of misinformation, hate speech, and extremist ideologies. Harnessing the power of technology for good while mitigating its potential risks requires thoughtful regulation, ethical frameworks, and ongoing dialogue about its impact on society. Section 9. The Rise of Nationalism, Fortress World Emerging. In the face of these complex and interconnected challenges, there is a growing temptation to retreat from the world and embrace nationalist solutions. The rise of populist leaders peddling simplistic answers to complex problems reflects this inward turn. Building walls, both literal and figurative, has become a common refrain. However, retreating into our national shells is not a viable solution to global challenges. The problems we face, climate change, pandemics, economic instability, know no borders, addressing them requires cooperation, not isolation. A fortress world is not a sustainable model for the 21st century. Instead of succumbing to the siren call of nationalism, we must reaffirm our commitment to multilateralism and global cooperation. Strengthening international institutions, fostering dialogue, and working together to find common solutions are the only paths forward. Section 10. Navigating the storm towards global cooperation. Navigating the turbulent waters of the 21st century requires a renewed commitment to global cooperation. The challenges we face are too complex and interconnected for any one nation to solve alone. A coordinated global response based on shared values and a recognition of our common humanity is essential. This begins with strengthening multilateral institutions such as the United Nations and empowering them to address contemporary challenges. It also requires fostering dialogue and building bridges between nations, even those with differing viewpoints. Diplomacy, compromise, and a willingness to find common ground are crucial tools in this endeavor. Investing in education, promoting cultural exchange, and fostering understanding between people from different backgrounds are also essential. Ultimately, global cooperation is not merely a matter of government policy. It is about fostering a sense of global citizenship and recognizing our shared responsibility for building a better future. Section 11. A Glimmer of Hope, Collective Action for a Shared Future. Despite numerous challenges, there is reason for cautious optimism. Humanity has shown remarkable resilience and an ability to overcome obstacles. Innovation, collaboration, and determination can guide us towards a better future. Growing awareness among younger generations offers hope. Social movements for climate action and justice show our interconnectedness. The path forward will not be easy. Visionary leadership and bold action are essential. By embracing humanity and working together, we can build a just, equitable, and sustainable world.